Drag Racers.
I'm Ross.
And I'm Maddox.
And for all of Season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race, we will be bringing you our weekly updates on our top 3 moments of every episode, our favorite shade of the week,
our favorite queen of the week, our favorite costume on the runway, and our predictions for next week.
So, stay tuned.
What do you want? What's the tea? You tell me what's the tea? What's the tea? You tell me what's the tea?
Starting with our favorite 3 moments, what's your first
My first moment is the library being open. I was very excited because that has in the past been one of my favorite little mini challenges. And I thought all of it, I mean some of them obviously can't read to save their lives, but I think I'd be really good at that challenge. I think that's probably the only one I would win. I really liked Latrice's, I really liked Sharon about, you're such a fat slut. After sex, you smoke hams.
Yeah.
That was awesome. For the most part, that was a highlight of the episode.
And Latrice won that. Let's just clock that.
Obviously.
My first favorite moment was during the main challenge. They had to do a magazine, or a dragazine. Because Latrice won the mini challenge, she got to pick the dragazine for the girls, and she gave Jiggly a fitness dragazine. And what came with her fitness dragazine was a basket of food. And within the first 10 seconds of her getting this basket, she starts opening the chips and starts eating them. It's like, girl, you're doing a fitness magazine. Why are you eating? All throughout every episode, she always has like a lollipop or some kind of food item in her hand, and it's just like, girl, step away from the food.
My second favorite moment was actually during Untucked. There's this really, it was kind of, I mean, obviously very emotional, which most of the Untucked kind of sometimes get into. They're either fighting or crying, or crying because of fighting.
Yeah.
And it just, Jiggly, like, gives this really tearful explanation of whatever. And then there's silence, and of course Sharon, the comic relief, is like, well, I don't know if you heard, but I farted, and I tried to cover it up with my heel scraping. And then they cut to this thing, which I don't know how linear that actually was,
yeah,
but they edited it beautifully, where she makes a noise and RuPaul just kind of goes, like, everyone started laughing, and that was probably exactly what Sharon was intending with that moment.
My second favorite moment was on the runway, and you probably like this moment too. Michelle starting the war on Willem's beard. I've been clocking this since episode 1, and I tweeted episode 1, Willem has a beard, she can't do makeup. And even Willem tweeted back to me and said, girl, you're right, I can't do makeup. Because from here down, it's Man City. Like, she looks like a man.
Isn't it the Flintstones, the cartoon? Has
like
the beard
gray, yeah, it's like the permanent gray beard, and that's what she has. And I'm just so tired of girls, drag queens, feeling like they can just wear like liquid foundation. You cannot do that in drag. You need some kind of pan stick, spackle, cement on your face, not liquid.
And staying on that track, my third moment is just, I was almost, and as a joke, I was about to make my Queen of the Week, Willem's beard, because I feel like she got the most screen time. Everyone was just ripping into her beard. Not literally, because you can't break through that. Every week someone mentions it, but this week it was like every single person. Yeah. Even in like their interviews and their in Untucked, it was just like beard. And then Sharon being like, so let's talk about Willem's beard.
My third favorite moment was in Untucked, where Latrice threatened Santino. And I think he should take her very seriously.
And watch out, Santino.
So on the runway, he told her that she looked like a couch, and she brought up a good point where there's a difference from constructive criticism and just plain out being rude and mean, and she felt like him calling her a couch was just being rude and mean, which it was kind of just being rude and mean. You could say, oh, I don't like your dress fabric, I don't like the cut of the dress, whatever, but you don't have to call someone a couch. But, so she was upset about that, and she said, I'm going to give him one more time to cross that line, and then I'm going to shut him down. I was like, oh, girl. I would not want to be on Latrice Royale's bad side. Shade of the week.
Shade.
Well, we were talking about Willem's beard, so my shade has to do with Willem's beard. There was a point where Willem goes, only one person saw my beard, and he was talking about Michelle Visage, which is not true. Everyone saw your beard. And he was like, and it was not RuPaul. So then Phoebe goes, well, also, Ru was not wearing his glasses. I just thought it was so funny because it's just like, girl, everyone clocked your beard. Cover it up. Not with CoverGirl, because CoverGirl does not cover boy.
My shade of the week was actually to Miss RuPaul, and it's coming from me because this entire episode was just shady, so I couldn't pick one. Why was Latrice the last safe person you called?
In the bottom three, yeah, right.
Okay, her dress wasn't cute, but okay, Dita sucks. Like, why? I just don't understand.
First of all, the bottom four gags me for my life. It was Willem, Jiggly, Latrice, and Chad Michaels. The bottom four. Two of which I think should be in the top three. So I was sitting here gagging. I was like, girl, I can't. I thought Latrice was going to be in the bottom two, and I almost shit my bricks.
Freaking out. I forgot that Willem was still there. So right when they were like, Chad, you're safe, I was like, did they just put Latrice in the bottom two? Because I'll walk out. I'll leave.
Queen of the week. My queen of the week was Latrice Royale. I mean, it's just obvious. I just love her. And, well, one of the main reasons why I picked her for my queen of the week is because her magazine was called What's the Tea? And
what was it called?
What's the Tea? I was just like, work, girl. Of course, my queen picks the name of the show that we do every week because we belong together, says Mariah Carey. Who's your queen of the week?
This is crazy because it is also Latrice.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something crazy like you did last week when my face had to get screwed up.
So I picked Latrice for my queen of the week, obviously. I have all of these things. You can't see this, but I have a lot of reasons, so I'm going to go through them very quickly. First of all, watching Latrice get to, like, rub on men and obviously enjoy it way too much was hilarious. She was like, I loving the men's.
The men's.
Photographer was like, okay, eyes on me, and she's like drooling at the mouth. That was hilarious. Back to Willem's beard. She did her little interview and she's like, your 5 o'clock shadow is back again. Work on that, boo-boo. Work on it. The hair on her chinny chin during her read.
Yeah.
And yelling at Santino and obviously calling her, choosing the magazine title, What's the Tea? All of that coming together to make her my queen
of the week.
For like my 3rd or 4th time.
Costume on the runway, Ross.
I think we have the same one again. Well, first of all, these costumes were weak.
They were weak. I almost picked RuPaul as like a cheat go away because for the first week in a while, RuPaul's silhouette was very different.
I picked Fifi because I agree that she's good.
Hold up!
Oh.
Hold the presses! Ross likes something that Fifi did.
I picked Fifi. I think she looked beautiful.
She did. And even all the judges said
Yeah.
that she looked the best she had ever looked during the challenge, which she won. She looked gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And Fifi, I'm still a fanatic, so I'm bringing Ross always to the dark side. He only has mentioned Sharon like once this episode.
Oh, that's right.
Shut up.
So we saw that Miss Willem, Stoneface, and Jiggly were
in the bottom two, and they sang some random ass country song called La Vida Loca, which I was like, when RuPaul said La Vida Loca, I'm like, they're gonna do Ricky Martin, and then she says by Pam Tillis, who was the special judge.
Country superstar Pam Tillis.
Who's no one ever heard of. Like, I've never heard of Pam Tillis. I mean, I'm no country music connoisseur, but girl, I've never heard of you. But anyway, and the other special judge was Regina King from 227.
Who was like ripped.
I live for Regina King.
I like
love her.
sexy.
And yeah.
I like her.
But yeah, so it was Jiggly and Willem.
I was
Even
nervous.
as
I
much
didn't
as
know
I
they were home.
am like on the fence
You
about
were like,
Willem.
send both of them home.
Yeah, I was just like, send them both home. Like, girl, at this point, I don't even care about them. Send them home and tell them to put Dita in their bag. Like, girl, at this point, we just need to get rid of the riffraff and get to the nitty gritty.
Cut out that.
And Willem sent Jiggly home. Send them both home. Willem's going home next week anyway.
Oh yeah?
If we're going to talk about predictions, let's just get right into it. Willem and Dita. And for some reason, I think Dita is going to sneak her way into at least the top 4. And I hate every second of that, but RuPaul said, this is your last chance. And this week, she was a hot damn mess, and she still was safe. So, at this point, I just think
It's depressing.
she's probably going to be in the top 3. Watch her send Latrice home.
I wouldn't know what to do with my life anymore. Anyways, next week, Willem vomits.
Yeah, they didn't really
That's
have
really
a...
They were like,
they were
something
like,
that's
never happened. And then you see Willem
And
vomiting.
Willem's vomiting.
Oh, thanks. What?
I guess Willem
That's
hasn't
a bit-
ever vomited. So, keep those previews coming.
What's
I'll
your
watch.
predictions? Are they the same?
Yeah, they're the same. Willem and Dita. Just because I don't want to see anyone else go home just yet.
And apparently they announced All-Star season.
It's going to be its own season. So it's like
Apart from
apart from 5.
season 5.
Yeah.
There's going to be an All-Star, and the fans actually get to pick one person, one queen to bring back. They're going to... I don't know how many queens they're going to bring back. Do you
I
know?
have no idea.
Well, if it's like any other season, it'll be 12 or 13 queens. And the fans get to vote, starting today, I think it was, who they want to see back. I want to see Raven come back.
I would kill to see Raven.
That was my first thought. I was like, Raven. And then my second thought was Jujubee. Those are my 2 favorite people who did not win.
I love them. And they were in the top 3. I would love to see some of the season 1 girls come back. Like Angina. I like Angina. He's a little cute little thing.
Yeah. Who else was in season 1?
BB is a horror.
Well, she won.
She won. Nina Flowers.
Oh!
I voted. My first vote went to Nina.
Oh, Jessica Wilde.
I was looking today, and this was only a couple hours after they posted the votes. Dita had 2. Anyways, so we'll keep updating on any All-Star news, and tune in next week and find out
What's the tea?
What do you want? What's the tea? You tell me what's the tea.
And this week, we're going to do the bloopers just like Untucked, right after What's the Tea. So click right here, and you can watch this week's bloopers.
I clocked you for that shirt.
Because you wore a t-shirt.
She's like, I look fit, I look stupid.
I look couture.
Right, no you don't. You look